We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at these. And what we have here on All Hallows Eve is 3 levels of hell puffs. And so, as you know, if you look through the catalog of video content in the Fundamentals of Heat series, you know that I like to try to do sauces on Sundays and non-sauces but still spicy stuff on usually on Wednesdays, and I thought this was a really good tie-in, but I got this because I wanted to have more non-sauce content because I'm liking that back and forth. I think that's a lot of fun, especially for me. But of course, you know, you have to keep finding things to try. And so I saw on Main Event Pong that there was a Hell Puff challenge of some type from Inferno Candy, which of course is where this came from. And the challenge itself is kind of expensive, so I don't really care about challenges. It's not. I'm about flavor. That's what I'm looking for. But obviously we like spicy as well. So I looked around on their site because you need sources for stuff, and here is where I came across this. So there's 3 different levels. This one is the hot. There's also the extra hot, and there is the I dare you. Now the challenge I think is 3 times as hot as I dare you, and so the ingredients are all the same on these. Well, let's just take a look at that. So we have enriched meal, cornmeal, canola oil, blue cheese, granular cheddar cheese, dehydrated habanero, ghost pepper, Carolina Reaper, and Trinidad Scorpion. So these are basically, I would assume, Cheetos that have been dusted with various spices. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all of these, open them up, and we're just going to go through these. See which one has the best flavor. Obviously, I dare you, I think will be the hottest. Shouldn't be too much trouble to figure that part out. But I don't know, we're going to be eating an entire bag of any of these, but let's take a look here. They're very nice bags to, allow sealing. Right out of the gate. I look at this, and this thing is just coated. Wow. And they're gigantic Cheetos. So let's take a look at the extra hot. Now I don't know if this is going to be necessarily any more coated. I assume it's going to be more coated, but I don't know. Whoa! Yeah. So let's just take a little look at these. Holy moly! Here's the hot. Here's the extra hot. You can see there's just a ton more dust. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Now, hot smells like Cheetos. Extra hot smells like kind of a vague powdery smell. And we got the I Dare You, which... Okay, so there's not a huge difference here. Let's take a look. So hot is on your left, and then extra hot, and you can see there's a lot more dust. And here's I Dare You, and it does not seem like it's notably... Let's try to get another one. It's about the same level as extra hot. So, all right. I think what we're going to do here then is let's try tasting this. Let's go with the hot. All right, we're going to go with the hot right out of the gate. Here we go. It's an immediate. There's an immediate flair. Taste wise, I'm getting some of that blue cheese. I kind of like that, but they are somewhat dusty, which I guess you might expect. So I'm not in love with these bags. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna grab some plates, put them on the plates. We'll just do it that way so we can kind of see what's what. Okay, that's a bit better for our Halloween burn. Let's try another one of these. Some of these, they're really unevenly coated. Very dusty. There's certainly a solid degree of heat to these. I'm gonna give it a second here, and let it. Well, let's have a couple more. I just wish they weren't so dusty. Okay. I'm gonna give those a 1, solid 1, pushing a 2 maybe. And this is the hot variety right here. Kind of hoped this would show up, but I don't think it's going to. So this is the I Dare You over here. Bag. All right. Those are, I mean, I'm getting the flavor here. The dusty part of those is, I have a little problem with the dusty part because that can induce you to breathe it in. And breathing in this dust is not a good thing at all. So, and they're too big. I think the problem is I'm trying to eat them all in one go, and they're a little bit big for that. All right, so let's try the extra hot. Oddly enough, I'm not getting much of a blast out of these at all. Flavor, I would say, is a little bit better, oddly. It is starting to come on now, though. Just a delay to it. I would not say it's notably hotter, though. Honestly, I'm not sure it's hotter at all. It's really weird. This junk is all over my fingers, though. So, extra hot is not notably hotter. I would put these at about the same. A 1 bordering on a 2. I'm gonna let it sit for a second though, and see what happens here. I almost wonder if I should have a palate cleanser. a lot of back of the throat heat for this one. Not so much. This one is just immediate boom. This one is definitely far more in the back of my throat. But I wouldn't say it's location wise it's different. I would not say it's hotter though. Really, really curious. Alright, so I've got here it's basically a Soda Stream sugar-free Red Bull. I just want to kind of give myself a palate cleanser there before I try these. The flavor is not remarkably different, but I would say I like, at this point, the extra hot probably a little bit better. Between those two. It's, I mean, there's, certainly it's a solid heat. I wouldn't say it's overbearing, but it's definitely notable. There's no mistaking that you're eating something spicy. But I would also say that it mellows somewhat quickly as well. Not a bad burn. Either one of these two are going to be more than literally everyone who's not a chili head would want. And, you know, for me, once you start getting from 1 to 2 kind of in there, even a 1 I think with snacks, it's a little bit different scale than the sauces. But when you get into a 1, pushing a 2, you lose people. Nobody is, outside of chili, is going to want to subject themselves to that, I don't think. Okay, so let's go on to this. I think we got the palate cleanser. We've got, it's tamped down the heat enough now so I can get a better read on these. And at the end, of course, we're going to do a full burn just like we do with the hot nuts. We're just going to go boom, boom, boom. I'm going to add more to these, though. I don't think 3 of each is going to be enough. So, but all right, let's try the I Dare Yous. Just overly dusty. Flavor of these is also really good. I'm really confused here. The hot, just plain hot, has overall read the hottest. I think the flavor is the best actually on the extra hot. This one, the I Dare You, there's a bitterness there, which you can get from some of the powders. In fact, I think they've driven up the scorpion on this. I think that's actually kind of what I'm reading there. Let's give it a second. But this is actually fairly mild in comparison to those. I thought I Dare You was supposed to be hotter. Okay, let's give it a minute. While we're giving it a minute, I'm gonna throw what I think we need to do here. So Halloween, Hell Puffs, we're going to go with 6, 6, 6. So we're going to start with 6 hot, then 6 extra hot, then 6 of the I Dare Yous. Just to keep with our theme of Halloween and All Hallows Eve. And hell and spookiness and so on. Nope. That's 6, not 7. Don't be a cheat. Don't be a cheat, Extra Hot. Okay. These are really industrial, but these are like over-the-top bags. In fact, you could save these bags for other stuff, I think, pretty handily. Alright. That's so weird. I don't understand why the hot is reading hotter. I don't get that. Bizarre. It's bizarre to me. So, even if you think I switched the plates, you can see, hopefully, can you see? I think you can kind of see the bags. So, but if not, here's Extra Hot. Here's I Dare You. Here's regular old hot. And they're obviously using the same ingredient label for everything, so I don't know which percentage has changed what. But I'm really enjoying this, actually. This is fun. I love Cheetos. Cheetos has always been one of my favorite snacks, and this is a really good way of approaching these. They're not disgusting like the crappy Red Hots that you see. Those are garbage. These are actually good. All right. Let's just go right down the line. Here we go. These are so dusty. Ugh. On now to the Extra Hots. And now down to I Dare You. So dry. You know, I'm getting good heat going here. No doubt about that. I put it maybe a 3. Yeah, maybe a 3. It's nice. It's edgy. It's not the comfortable warm glow of I mentioned in other videos, but it's got an edge to it. And I want to say it's a scorpion edge. That's what it seems like to me, because there's a bitterness in it. The back of the throat Might be more the Reapers though. Nice little afterburn to it. Flavor is excellent on these. I would eat any of these again. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't. These are quite good, quite good. The only problem I have is with the hot, and it's just because there's such a fine degree of dust to it that you can inadvertently wind up breathing it in, which is kind of irritating, actually. It's my minor gripe. I don't really... It's certainly not a downturn. This is interesting to me, though. Usually I don't have the back of the throat get hit quite like this. So, I think that is the Reaper. I think the Reaper is doing that. And the Reaper is not one I've spent a lot of time eating. Definitely, I have Ghosts and Scorpions way more than I have Reapers. Which it might be changing in 2021. As I mentioned in the blog, which you can find down below. The Scorpion Peppers are something I think I'm kind of going to be at least doing less of in 2021. I'm going to try to focus a little more on probably Ghost again. I'm liking the sauces with Ghost better. And Reaper as well. And maybe if Pepper X and some of the other ones start getting out there more, I'll throw on those. I did 7-Pot Primos this year. 7-Pot Primo is one I kind of sort of want to explore a little bit more. It does have a bitterness to it, though, that I'm not wholly in love with. It's not flowery like the Scorpions, but yeah, these have they're not quite like Cheetos. They definitely have a more organic cheese taste to them. I really like the notes of the blue cheese, but they get stepped on a little bit by some of the peppers in the 2 hotter levels. So, but yeah, there it is. All 3 of the levels that are not challenge levels of the Hell Puffs from Inferno Candy Company. Delicious video, and this is an excellent Halloween treat. It's an excellent treat whether or not you're even theming Halloween. This is quite good. This is a very, very delicious video to make. So there you have it. Inferno Candy Company, hot, extra hot, and I dare you, Hell Puffs. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.